let's talk about something, right? We're gonna talk about my bad, guys. I took a shot right now, but we're gonna talk about some shit. We're gonna talk about one time, bro. About I seen shadow. Have you guys ever heard about shadow people before? I've seen, like, if you haven't, look it up, bro. People around the world have seen shadow people. Now here's my story about the first time that I seen shadow people on 3 accounts. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you the story about the very first time I seen shadow people. So I was around. It was 2013. I was around 21. Yeah, 21 years old. The female I was with at the time, we had lived together. We got into it. I came back to my mom's house for a week. And so, but my first day back, I was around my brothers and my folks. We ended up drinking, getting high. I used to do ecstasy at the time, do coke. I was a heavy drinker, so I had did some coke lines. I did like 3 ecstasy pills, and drink hella beer. And then my brother had said, "Hey, the white homie wants to go to a rodeo now." Granted, I had never been to a rodeo before, so I decided to go. It's broad day, bro. Summertime, nigga. Hot as fuck outside, boy. So we get to the rodeo, and I'm out of it. Talking about I don't feel good. I'm sitting on the bleachers watching this rodeo, and I don't feel good. I'm like, oh, I'm sweating hella bad. I just don't feel good. And the homie, rest in peace, the homie JJ, he's gone now, but he was like, hey, go sit in the car, bro. I'll unlock the car for you. So he gave me the keys. I unlocked the car, and I sat in the back passenger seat. Right? The back passenger seat. So at this time, that's when You Don't Even Know It had first came out, I believe. So I was on Facebook scrolling around, listening to You Don't Even Know It on my phone. And for some reason, I looked up, and on everything I love, when I looked up, there was a shadow person sitting in the driver. There was a shadow person sitting in the passenger, and a shadow person sitting next to me. I had looked up from my phone. I looked at all around me, seen all 3 of them, and I'm just broad daylight, bro. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? Clear as day, shadow people. Shit was trippy. Just imagine when you see your shadow, just imagine that. Maybe like 4 shades darker in human form. So I looked around at them, and I laughed to myself and put my face back in my phone. I was like, oh, I'm just like, nigga, you just tripping right now. And then 2 seconds later, I looked up and they were gone. Very first time I seen shadow people. Man. Shit was crazy. Now I don't understand why some people say you see the shadow persons when you have sleep paralysis. I haven't had that. But I don't know why I saw them. Maybe I was on the verge of maybe ODing or some shit. Who knows? Excuse the music. It might be a little loud, but I love classical music. This is one song I like to listen to right here. And I feel it fits the theme of the story I'm telling. This is a true story, though. And so, yeah, man, that shit was crazy, bro. The whole reason for this story is that there's things out there that we don't comprehend, that we don't know about. I have a firm belief in God, and if there's shit like shadow people running around that people see, there's got to be a God, man. I know this for a fact. I've been instances where my life was saved. Crazy shit, bro. But that's all I had to say, man. If you're a fan of the paranormal, and you've seen shadow people, I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments your story. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a story of when I seen a hat man. But it's gonna be the next video and shit. But I seen a hat man maybe 4 years later. Seen a hat man in 2017. And that story is creepy though, bro. The hat man story is strange. But that's a story for another time. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night.